Guys, I have another question that I don't think I've ever really. I wanna give it more time. I don't have as much energy right now to do it because I want to do it fresh. Okay, it's not the time to do it to look into Putin into in detail. But I have a specific question that I can do quickly that I think I have seen on and off. Now I have seen it happen, but I want the answer. I want just a quick question here. Will Russia will what Russia did to us be declared as an attack in the US? Because this is one of the main problems of Trump and why I think it's treason, right? Everybody thinks it's treason, that we were attacked, okay? He changed the vote. There was all these things done. They controlled the outcome of the election to right to some extent. So are we gonna this is gonna be recognized as an attack? Okay? Will Mueller or Joint Chiefs of Staff, whoever, will the US declare what Putin did as an attack, like legally or officially? Okay, because if that happens, then there's a lot that we can do. But if what they're doing is trying to pretend that nothing happened, that's not true. So, is this going to happen, or is it going to be recognized as an attack? Wow, very interesting, guys. So first I saw the image of a bomb exploding, right? It's like imagine a huge explosion, and they're trying to cover to get a garbage can cover to muffle the sound so that we won't hear it. So there was an attack, but the whole thing of Trump is trying to pretend that nothing's happening. This is the goal, and then it shows that, as you know, this is symbolic, okay? But actually, sound. First, you see light, and then you see the sound. So the sound travels slower than light. So what it's showing is that eventually we hear the sound. They may try to like stop it, but we even if it has a lot of delay, we end up hearing it. And that's when the whole thing, like I said, that crazy day that I said that there's going to be tons of arrests, hundreds or dozens or whatever. I feel like that's that, okay? I'm getting like something in my stomach, like kind of like actually exciting, but it's like once because that's what they're doing, guys. It's almost like the whole entire Trump presidency has been about pretending that nothing happened when something huge happened, and it's showing they're trying to muffle the explosion so that they can bring the Trojan horse. And I don't know, it's kind of like invade in some way or other, right? So if they can muffle the sound, that they can make more stuff happen. And this is why they're so concerned to stop things now. So, but what's going to happen is the sound is heard, and then the siren is pressed, and then and then the military comes and they stop and everything. So this, it's interesting, guys. A lot of people are like, "Whoa, what the hell?" And now, as time progresses and I understand the story more, it makes more and more sense. Okay, but it takes a while. Okay, to an episode so it's showing that even though the alarm is going to will sound with delay, it will sound, and then will really. And this is why, guys, remember I said before that I saw all the people being arrested and all that. That's why it's as if it was once it's recognized as an attack. And I think this is why the military is announcing this attack. Yeah, so this is how they quickly arrest all these people and treat it like what it really, really was, okay? So that's that. And I see them losing, yeah. And I see them losing, and Putin's so angry. He's like, damn it. He loses a lot of 200, 300, 400, I don't know how many. And I've said before, guys, there's a lot more Russians in this country right now than we know. They got this, I said before, there's some weird visa where they got in. Okay, we don't know, and it's almost like I said, there's like all this. So they're going to be not just a mass, but I think they're going to be quickly arrested when the time comes. I think they're just, what are they waiting? Okay, quickly, what are they waiting for? Why can't they just arrest these people? Trump is in power. He could do things. There could be more instability. They're trying to neuter him. They're going to. Okay, guys, this is one of those. I'm gonna close my eyes. They're going to neuter him. He's already been neutered, and stuff is going to be exposed. They want to expose a few more, 2 or 3 more weeks of exposure, and then curtain goes down. Okay, and it's over. The party's over. It has to, everything has to be done in a short amount of time. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so, all right. And you know what, guys, I'm just going to ask because it's here. I'm looking at the question here. What's going to happen, like considering that it looks like all of this is it's going to be considered an attack in the U.S., a lot of people are going to be arrested. What's going to happen to Putin after this? As Trump is arrested or whatever, he leaves the government, what happens to Putin, his position in Europe and all those things? Very interesting, guys. It showed that Putin is actually, it's actually sad to say this, that he's pretending to be a statesman. That he's sort of like, he wanted this opportunity to feel legitimate because he himself doesn't feel legitimate because he knows all the elections are fake and that he stole all this money. And then, and this is what happens. So once the whole thing is exposed, there's, you know what they're trying to do, the whole Muslim ban and everything is going to be zero tolerance for this Russian bullshit. So people are going to be arrested quickly. There's going to be the deportations, right, of those like spies or whatever. Okay, there's going to be cutting all the accounts. Freezing the accounts is showing as the biggest weapon. Okay, and taking all their real estate that was like, ill-gotten gains and stuff. So that's one thing. Okay, and so they're going to be, guys, it's showing they're going to be borderline terrorists, like treated like that, okay? Not completely, but to an extent, the way that the money laundering is going to be very, very tight. And a lot of things they're going to do, I think they're going to do more stuff to maybe the markets a little bit more, but and I haven't done it because it's like kind of intense. It's like one of the, I'm going to do a reading on the markets and all that one day, only that reading, without any news. But it's like there's so much breaking news. It's like one of those that you need like extended time and no breaking news, okay? But it's not now. It's not happening now, right now. So that's what it is, guys. It's like quickly they retreat back because there's not going to be any tolerance, okay? Because all the Europeans already know this. If you give them an inch, they're going to take an arm and you're screwed. It's over. So they really want this kind of, it's true, guys, mafia stage, like where they like the criminals legitimize themselves. This is why it's dangerous, okay? It's not like there's no diplomacy there. It's all bullshit. So that's that. And it's showing him less power, and he may have to retreat. Find out, actually, what about Ukraine? Is he going to get what he wants in Ukraine? Is he going to continue to occupy Ukraine? I think once there's gonna, and I don't know when, guys, is necessarily gonna be now or 6-8 months or something later, after, because it's gonna be in stages. Okay, so first they're gonna, I'm not thinking, am I crazy? But I think it's possible that all this stuff could happen indeed, because some of the stuff I've seen has already happened. But I feel like what happens is there's gonna be, once Trump is out, once we have the Russians out of this government, essentially, okay, meaning the puppets, right? Then there's going to be very strong measures, and the Europeans are very willing to help to do this. And I think the level of sanctions is going to force them out of Ukraine. Because I was like, oh my God, is it going to be some sort of war? And I feel like they're going to be almost like have to retreat. I see them retreating, okay? Because they'll be like, quickly, and I don't know how they're going to do this exactly, but I see a retreat because it's not going to be sustainable for them, and it wasn't going to be worth it for them. Okay. Yeah, and I think the Russian government may even almost go bankrupt, and that's when I think Putin may be forced to leave, but not now. It's going to be after Trump. And I've seen this, it's funny, it reminded me of something. I've done a reading on him at the very beginning of the year, and I remember seeing this thing where for he stays 3 more years, and it's kind of roughly this. For the next 2.5 years, it's going to be a lot of isolation for Putin until he's going to be forced to leave. He's going to be like holding on to power for as long as he can, but he can't. It's not gonna work. Okay, so that's it, guys. Interesting, very interesting. Okay, okay, and I feel like, of course, there could be a lot more detail, but I feel like no, for now. This is it. Okay, it actually answered a lot, give me a lot of information. So, and in those readings that have a lot of information, it's actually better to not have them be that long. Okay? All right. Bye.